Go. Hi there, Cards on the Table with Vicky. It's April 2026. I have this card I've made using the Filled with Sweetness bundle, which is an online exclusive currently, but I do believe it's gone to last chance, which is a bit of a shame because by the time I put this video out, I don't know if it'll still be available, but I'm hoping it will be. So, or you might have it. So this is the Filled with Sweetness bundle. It's a little jar. I have made it into a little card with a little tea bag gift inside. And inside, I do have a very old stamp there. That's a very old stamp, but you don't need to put that in there. You can use whatever you like there. So I'm going to show you how I made this today. This is the bundles. So the stamp set and the die set that I used. And what you need for this card, I'll just put the card to the side. So you're going to need this piece here, which is your stamp and your die. So the die is actually one piece that cuts out two jars, so you can make it into a little card. I'm going to use it as a pocket. You can see the stamp is very large. So that's the die. So that one, I have a white card and my background, which is part of the Filled with Sweetness. I can't remember what that one's called. The paper that matches this die set. Also, you need two little flowers, and hang on, I'll just move that out of the way. If I open this up, might be clearer to see. Two white flowers and two little green hearts, and these are all part of the dies. But you might be able to replicate this card using other things you already have. So with these two, what I've done is I've actually used the heart as a leaf. So I've just glued it on the back like that, and just because I like the idea of a leaf and they didn't have one. So that's those two. Also this piece from the die set. We have the spoon handle, and I decided I would like a proper spoon, so I've used an oval punch, and I will glue that onto there like this. And as you can see, the strawberries on the spoon, so you don't see that piece, but that becomes my spoon. I have the lid, which I have cut out already, and a white piece because I just wanted it to be a little bit more stable. I have the little ribbon that's in the die set. If I can pick it up, bring it over here. I'm losing it. There it is. And I stamped out two strawberries, and using the die, I have cut and coloured two of those, and an oval to fit on the front of this piece. This can be a die, an oval die or an oval punch that you might have that fits into that piece. Otherwise, you could just have this as a white piece and stamp directly onto that. What else did I need? Oh yes, and one little strip for inside. And these are the embellishments that came with this set, strawberries and dots, which I think are very cute. And a tea bag. So that's all the pieces I've used in this card. Just move them out of the way now so you can have another look. This is what we're doing. Right, and I'll show you how I made it. So first off, I'm going to fold the card in half, white card, and we're going to glue our pattern piece on the front. Right, now the one thing I haven't shown you yet is in this die set, there is a die and it's very small little thin wire one here. This actually cuts out this slit in your jar. Okay, so that's when you've done your jar, then you can put that just there and run it through, and then you have a nice little slit there, and that can be for a note card or as I'm using for my little tea bag. So that is something I wanted to just quickly show you. Right, so just to speed things along, I have stamped a few things already now that I've shown you what you need. I've glued this piece on. Now I'm going to glue this down. You fold this piece in half. I had already glued it down. I realized I should have shown you, so I pulled it apart. Sorry about that. So just ignore that white piece. You just want the glue on the side here, just like that. And you can add a little glue dot to the bottom. Excuse me, I'll just grab a glue dot just on the bottom there and just close it up. So I have a glue dot on the bottom and just that little thin strip of glue there, and that's all I need because I need to have that. Now I have a pocket, and that will hold my little tea bag. You could always use this as a little card that would open up as well. So this, now we've done that, we're going to glue this on to the front of our card, and you can see I didn't go around right to the edges, because by doing that it lifts this a little bit and you get a little bit of a 3D raised up effect, but it is stuck on there in the middle where we want it to be holding. So I have gone ahead and stamped my lid on this pattern piece. I just realized I stamped it upside down, so the hearts are upside down. Doesn't matter. I'm going to glue this piece onto my white card because this is where I want it to be a little bit, just to give it a little bit more strength, so it's not so flimsy. That's all that's about. So you don't see any of the white card at all. Next I want my English breakfast tea, and I need one other thing. Right, so one other piece I hadn't shown you before was this little bit of two-tone cardstock in strawberry slush, and that is 21 centimeters or 8¼ inches, and it's 1 centimeter wide, or you could do a 1/4 inch, or 3/8 of an inch, whichever you like. 3/8 of an inch is probably right. So this is my faux ribbon. I'll just show you, pop that out so you can see. So this is this piece here, and it's going to be just stuck on with sticky tape. So you just fold this in half, bring it up, but don't crease it really tight there, just bring it up there, and this is going to sit here like this on the back. But we will do the English breakfast first, and to stick that on I'm just going to use a bit of tape. There's nothing wrong with using a bit of old sticky tape on the back. Your tape on the back, that's holding that in, and I'm just going to show you, we're going to pop that in here, and I would like the lid to be a little bit off, so when we put this piece in behind it, it's going to sit like this. This is the sticky tape there on the back of this is just to hold it at the moment, so we're just getting this in a nice order. So when it's sitting in here and it's just on an angle, you want it to look like it's on the angle there. So that's good. So I'll just turn that over and tape that down as well. You don't want it too high up the top there. So I'm just going to tape it at near the top and also near the bottom. And then if it's a little bit long, just trim that off. but not cut the tea bag. There we go. We don't want that on there. So just pop that back in so that we see what we're doing. And it's just going in there nicely. There it is. And now we will decorate the front. And I have the little ribbon there that I just put a tiny blob of glue just on that piece there, and that can sit here. And then a little white flower. Again, I'm just going to use a little bit of glue on some of the petals. You don't have it all on all of them, and that can go in the center as well. And there it is, coming along nicely, a little tea bag in there. And that just pops in, and you can just see it peeking out of your card. That's good. So now we just need the front. So with the front, we're going to use this piece here, and I'll just glue that on. Yep. And I have You're the Sweetest, which I will use dimensionals on. You're the Sweetest, there we go. And then finally we have our spoon, which I have glued onto that oval shape that I talked about. I have my strawberry, which you can either glue on or use a dimensional. I might pop it on a dimensional this time. There it is. And I also popped a little flower on there as well. Just tucked it in there. So, actually I might use a glue dot on that. And with the glue dot, I'm just putting it on the green leafy bit, really. So just make sure which way you're putting it, that's sticking on the spoon, however you like that. And then the spoon is going to pop on here. Just tuck it in, hang on, tuck it in where you like the look of it. So it looks, work out where you like it. And that's where that's going to go. And you can see I have, I can glue that down, or you can use dimensionals, whichever you choose. So, but just make sure it doesn't cover the words, and just angle it the way you like it there. All right. So I'm going to cover that just that way. And the other thing, you can also tuck it under. That's actually probably a better idea. Just tuck that under. I like that better, I think. And I'm actually going to, I've decided I'm going to glue it here. I'm not even going to glue the whole piece, and I'm just going to tuck it under like that. There it is, like that. And you can just use a glue dot if you like, just to, on the back of the spoon, just somewhere a little bit up there, just to hold it there, and that should hold there. What else do we need? On the front, just going to add on, I've got these little strawberries. So we'll just pop a strawberry wherever I like the look of it. I'll put that down there. You're the Sweetest, and you can use these dots if you like for the flower. Or for both flowers actually. This one there. There we go. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Get it in the center. Yeah. Alright, so that is the outside of your card. And then on the inside, I'm going to just put this strip of, oh, sorry, had an extra one come up. This strip is 10 centimeters or 4 inches, and however wide you want to make it. Mine's 2 centimeters or 3/4 of an inch. And just give that a bit of a glue, stick that down. And then you have your extra strawberry, which you can either glue or use a dimensional, whatever you want to do there. And pop your strawberry on here. And then whatever greeting you would like inside, or sentiment inside, and you're done. And that is your card. your little card with a little gift inside, which I think is a great idea. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can give it a go too. Bye for now.